very good afternoon from here in the centre of Gibraltar. This evening we're going to take a stroll around Gibraltar. A very good morning from here in Gibraltar. A very good morning guys from here in Casemate Square. So guys, a very good morning from me here in the centre of Gibraltar, and today we are starting the video in Campion Park. And today's video is going to be focused on the day tripper, the person who is coming to Gibraltar for the day. So we're going to start the video, we're going to make our way over to Midtown Car Park, and we're going to show you how to get from Midtown Car Park to the cable car station to make your way up to the top of the rock. Now today's the 30th of June, it's a very special day because it's my sister's birthday, so she's watching this. Shout out to you, a very happy birthday. But come on guys, let's start the video. So if you are arriving on a specialised coach trip to Gibraltar for the day from the Costa del Sol, or maybe even as far as Portugal, you will arrive here. This is Gibraltar's only international bus station. Now there is no customs here because you have to get off the bus on the Spanish side. You have to manually walk yourself through the border and then you meet the bus once you're on the Gibraltarian side here. But let's have a look around and see what facilities this bus station has. Now we have a tourist office here. Now I'm not too sure whether the tourist office is open on a Sunday. I think this actually answers our question. I'm not too sure if I'm here too early in the morning and if it all opens up a bit later, or whether it's all closed on a Sunday. If you know the answer to that, let me know in the comments, because that is really useful information. So guys, you must be thinking, why have I come to the Midtown Car Park and bus station to start this video? Well, if most of you are starting your journey from the Costa del Sol, for example, if you've gone to one of the local travel agencies and paid a ridiculous amount for a day coach trip down to Gibraltar, this is the place where you're going to arrive here in Midtown Bus Station. So we've shown you around the facilities here, and you can see, you know, they've tried to build something, they've tried to make a bit of infrastructure here, and it isn't. I've been to worse bus stations, it's definitely better than the linear bus station here, and I'm sure you've seen that all on the channel. Probably one piece of advice is, don't get a sandwich from here, because there's no buses in at the moment. It's about 9:30 in the morning, so I think if it's a weekday this place would be packed, but at the moment there's just nobody here. It's a Sunday, so yeah, better for filming actually. I prefer it when it's this quiet. But yeah, my biggest advice, if you come here, don't buy a sandwich, because they chain up the machines here and chain up the fridges, and well, the sandwiches are still in here and they've been in there all weekend, that I can bet you. So yeah, swerve that guys. But come on, let's go from here, Midtown Bus Station, and make our way to the cable car station, because this is what most tourists will do when they come here, and this is the route they will take. So it's not a long walk, but come on guys, just follow me, let's go. So let's have a look at the offending articles here, and we've got a tuna mayo sandwich there, £2.90 or €3.20. Now I don't know when these sandwiches were made, but I wouldn't recommend these. As you can see, the place is locked up and chained up, unless you want to do a tour of Gibraltar's public lavatories. But here we are, we're going to make our way towards the town centre now, and I'm just going to point out a couple of little sites here as we make our way up to the cable car station. Now we're just about to arrive at the British War Memorial. We have a British and we have an American War Memorial here in Gibraltar. So this one here is the British one, and this is where they hold the armistice ceremony in November. In fact, there is a video of that on the channel if you want to see what happens in that ceremony. But let's make our way into town, and we can see here this is the City Hall. Now the temperature's warming up really nicely this morning. The top temperature today is going to be 28 degrees, but actually feel like 31 in the sun today. So beautiful weather, but the temperature now is about 23 degrees, and yeah, beautiful morning sun. I'm going to show you a couple of the sites on the way, so if you are doing this trip, at least you'll know what you're looking at. Now I'm not a tour guide and I don't have an extensive knowledge of these buildings, but I don't know, I'll give you a little bit of information anyway. But yeah, let's continue with this walk. So I met a nice geezer feeding these pigeons this morning. Always nice to see, acts of kindness towards animals. But let's make our way down Main Street here, and we can see the Royal Cowpay already busy. It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. Now we can see St Mary's Cathedral here as we just take a little pan shot of the square. This is one of my favourite little squares here, my favourite part of Main Street. Now we can see Marks and Spencer's here is closed, and most of the shops here are closed on a Sunday, so just bear that in mind if you're visiting on a Sunday. I actually did a video about that recently. 23 degrees was the temperature there. So after working 10 night shifts on the trot, it's quite nice to be out in the sun. This is my first full day out enjoying the sun, and yeah, absolutely beautiful, you know. I love the summer. Summer is my favourite season for me. It's such a beautiful Sunday just taking a stroll around town. Now you can see all the shops are closed, and that is to be expected if you come into Gibraltar on a Sunday. But let's continue up Main Street and make our way towards the cable car station. Come on, guys. So we've walked past a little business opportunity here. I always see this place, and my idea for it, imagine if you had a youth hostel and pub. So there's apartments above this place, and you converted them into dorms. You could have yourself a decent business. So if anyone is watching this video and's got a few quid, I can write a decent business plan. But let's continue south along Main Street here, and we can see this is Gibraltar's main court here. So don't end up here, guys, when you're on your holidays. And we have some beautiful buildings here that are all part of the convent. Now this building here is the Chief Minister's office. Let's take a better look at the building, and you can see Gibraltar's crest there, the castle and the keys mosaiced on the floor. You can see the cannons have been covered up. They take pretty good care of them. I see the soldiers polishing them quite often. Now this is the convent, and this is the residence of the governor, but we're going to keep heading south along Main Street. So guys, that was probably the most important buildings in Gibraltar for government wise, and that's the house of the governor and the office of the Chief Minister. But what we're going to do is we're going to continue south along Main Street. We're going to go through the gates, past the Traff pub, and we should arrive at the cable car station. Now if you're doing this walk and you're not filming on the way, the walk only takes about 10 to 12 minutes. That's if you're a quick walk. I'd say about 15 to 20 if you're a slow one. But come on guys, let's keep going and exploring Gibraltar this beautifully quiet hour. Come on. So let's continue on as we walk past the John Mackintosh Hall. Now we can see some ATMs. Here's a good little tip. If you're coming from the UK, there's no fee to use any ATM, especially with withdrawing pounds. So yeah, I'm not too sure about foreign credit cards. I think I've used a Spanish debit card here once, and it was pretty expensive. So we're at the tax office now, a place I normally try and swerve, and I'm just trying to give you some point of reference of where you need to go. We've got the theatre ahead of us, and we've also got a map. Buy a map, a pound or a euro. Don't be an idiot. If it's a pound or a euro, pay a euro, because a euro's 80 pence. You're going to save yourself 20p, guys. Quick tip there. 25 euros they're charging for the mini bus to take you up the rock, and you normally see a geezer there selling tickets. But let's go walk past the Traff bar. So that's it. Now we've left the town area, we've left Main Street, and we're heading towards the Botanic Gardens. Now the Botanic Gardens and the entrance to the cable car are almost next to each other, so yeah, you're going to see how close they are. Come on guys. So here's the roundabout. This is where you need to be careful. You take a wrong turn here and you're seriously out the way. You're going left and you're going over towards the pizzeria. I think it's called Mamma Mia. There it is. Yes, Mamma Mia on Red Sands Road. Walk along Red Sands Road and you're going to get to here. This is the cable car station, guys. So yeah, we can see the cable car taking off here. Taking off, well, it's not really a plane, but anyway, you get the drift. And you can see these guys heading up into the abyss. if they make it. Now you can see it's not that windy today, and the cable car is going quite sturdy. So yeah, lovely day to do it, and a lovely view you get when you do it. But here we are at the Botanic Gardens, and something we stumbled across here that I never knew was here. These 4 Russian guns, this is one of 4, there must be another 3 dotted about, were captured and they were presented to the Gibraltarian government. And look, you can even see the Cyrillic alphabet there on the gun. Bit of Russian history in Gibraltar. So there we are, guys, that concludes our Sunday morning walk from Midtown Bus Station to the cable car station here in the centre of Gibraltar. And I hope you found that helpful. If you're coming here for the day, I know you guys haven't got too much time to spend here, so that was the quickest and most direct way to walk. And we got to see some of the sights as well, so you can check that off your list. But it's a beautiful day here, and I'm sorry I couldn't get you too many good shots of the ticket office. The problem is the sun is now rising over the rock, so if I put a camera there you just get that glare, and I'm not too technical minded, so I don't know how to get that glare off, okay? So but there we are, guys. I can tell you how much it is. It's a lot of bloody money. I think it's £17.50 return for a cable car ticket. So if you've got legs, use them. Walk up, it only takes 45 minutes. But from me here in the centre of Gibraltar, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.